Welcome to Ask Indigo Brown, where every story is a journey and every voice has a lesson to share. In each episode, we dive deep into the black and blue moments of life, those tough, testing experiences that leave their mark. Our guests come from all walks of life, each bringing their own struggles, breakthroughs, and wisdom. You'll hear from survivors, dreamers, fighters, and healers. Some have walked through unimaginable challenges, while others are still finding their way. But each one of them has a story that's real, raw, and inspiring. Because on this show, we believe that behind every scar, there is strength. Behind every challenge, there is chance to grow. So join me, Indigo Brown, as we uncover powerful stories, one conversation at a time. Let's explore what it means to rise, to heal, and to find purpose, even in the toughest moments. Real people, real stories, real breakthroughs. This is Ask Indigo Brown on the Small Business Network Podcast TV.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back for another episode of Ask Indigo Brown on the Small Business Network Podcast TV. Today, we have a special guest. We're going to be introducing Trinity. How are you today, Trinity?
Good, how are you?
I am good. I'm going to explain a little bit about who you are, and we'll go into our topic. You okay with that?
Yes.
Cool. So, for those who are watching, Trinity was born with a great rare heart condition called TOF. I'm shortening it because I can't pronounce the word at all. But Trinity will break it down and help us understand it as we go further in the conversation and topics. And by 6 months old, she was already undergoing her first open heart surgery. Despite facing multiple surgeries with medical challenges, she has amazing doctors on her side with strength, intelligence, and unshakable spirits. At 10 years old, Trinity is already an author, having written her book Trinity and Sockland, a book she had started at the age of 4. She also is a gifted student, mastering subjects far beyond her grade level, and she dreams of one day turning her books into movies. Through her journey, Trinity has inspired so many with her faith, determination, and resilience. She's a true walking miracle. And today, we get to hear her incredible story. So, Trinity, yet again, welcome to the show. Let's start by getting to know you and what makes you happy.
Well, my name is Trinity Davis Floyd. I'm 10 years old. I'm an author of 3 books. I'm an entrepreneur, motivational speaker, actress, model, singer, CEO, and a podcaster as well. And what makes me happy? My animals, my parents, and bothering my brothers and uncle.
I love that. I have brothers, so I can understand. So, Trinity, you've been through so much in just a few years. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what makes you keep going despite all the challenges that you've been receiving throughout the years?
Well, what keeps me going? I have this motto. Well, first God first, always. It's push through and never give up. So I look at myself in the mirror every day and say that, and that's what helps me kick off my day.
I love that. I love that. You never give up despite your challenges. That's strong. Even at your age, it's very strong to hear. A lot of people tend to want to give up, and to see someone so young still keep going and still pushing forward and creating all the things that you're doing. And trust me, you are into a lot of things. I am so proud of you, and I love to watch you just grow. So, You were born with TOF and have had multiple heart surgeries. How do you feel when you go through the experiences of having to deal with the doctors and trying to keep yourself so strong? And can you please break down what TOF is?
First, TOF is tetralogy of Fallot. It's where the blood doesn't flow properly through the heart and there's holes in the heart. And I know this condition is very rare, so for the people who have it, I don't know about them, but my right lung doesn't get the proper air.
Got you. Got you. I can kind of relate where you're coming from when it comes to heart conditions. Um, so I have an abnormal heart. My left ventricle is enlarged, and I've kind of been having this problem since a child. So I can definitely relate with you when it comes to having a lot of health challenges. I dealt with a lot with my health as well. And I was one of those children too that didn't want to give up or, wanted to find more things to do to keep myself active and going because I refused to let my health be my problem. So I commend you for being so strong and trust me, you are very, very strong.
Thank you. And when I go to the doctors, how I face it and go through it, when I go, I'm a little nervous, but I always pray first before I go in. So that's how I stay strong.
Prayer is a definite thing that needs to be in everyone's life. And you don't understand that prayer is the embodiment of miracles. And, you have to stay deep in prayer to make sure that everything goes the way planned. It's not about you and it's about your mission. And I feel that you have a major mission. You have achieved and accomplished so much already. And that proves that God does exist. That does prove that miracles do happen. So seeing you as a miracle child is a major thing. So I commend you and to keep going with your perspectives. Whatever you're trying to do, keep going and do not let it stop you.
Thank you.
No problem. You've always been ahead in school. What's your favorite subject and what do you love most about learning?
Well, my favorite subject is math and art. Uh, and what I love most about learning, reading, because without comprehension, there's nothing.
Very much so. Reading is fundamental. That is my catchphrase. You set a big goal of finishing school early. What do you want to do once you graduate?
Well, I either want to be an art teacher, a normal teacher, or a doctor.
Okay. So why do you choose each one of these?
The art teacher is because I love art, and then a normal teacher is because I love learning, and and I love kids, so I feel like you know because if I am a teacher, then I could look back and say, oh, when I was a kid, I taught other kids, so I feel like this could be easier. And then the reason I choose a doctor is because I have one of the best doctors in the world. So I just want to be like him.
Got you. I definitely think that you can become anything you want to be if you put your mind to it. And you are such a go-getter. I can definitely see this becoming a reality. I can tell you that you should start creating lesson plans that can help, the youth to better understand how to navigate through life. And, some advice, take it to the libraries, get into the public and start teaching firsthand in the public by taking advantage of all the skills and the abilities to be able to do so. Yet again, I've already informed you that I will help you achieve whatever you need to moving forward. You have tons of people around you who are wanting to see you um, move forward and become the best version of you. And I am proud of that. So I encourage you so I can keep watching you and recommend others to see you as well and say that, you know what, anything is doable. Love it. So you wrote your first book, Trinity and Sockland, when you were only 4 years old. That is amazing. What was it like turning your imagination into a real book?
It was a magical experience, but when I found out it wasn't going to come out till it was 8, it kind of flipped my imagination. But like I said, it was a magical experience, and I was still proud of myself.
What came to your mind and made you want to write that book?
Well, one day my brothers wouldn't play with me, and I love telling this story. My brothers wouldn't play with me, so I went to my dad crying, and he had a big pile of socks. So he told me to go jump in, and when I did, I imagined I was in a magical world called Sockland.
And that's where you ran with your book, huh?
Yes.
You plan on having any more other books coming out? And if you have any other books, what are they?
I do. One is working on being published right now. It's called The Candy Tree. I'll tell you a little bit about what it's about. It's about this candy tree in my backyard, and just know it turned out bad.
Oh no. You heard, everyone. For those that are watching and are, have children in your home and you want to read books, definitely look for Trinity's books coming soon. Or those that are already out with Trinity and the Socklands. Books are amazing and reading is definitely a major thing. So if you have children audience, definitely recommend these books.
Yeah.
So your goal is to turn your book into a movie. What would be the movie's version of Sockland look like? And who would you want to play the main characters?
So I'm gonna start with the main character. Obviously me, but aside from me, I would probably want Johnny Depp because he's an amazing actor. He could make it funny. I feel like he could play Brick the Stock, and yeah. And so wait, hold on, because I have the questions right here. And the movie would look like socks. Well, Sockland would look like socks, and more socks.
Got you. Kind of like a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory of socks.
Yeah.
Got you. I love it. I can totally see me watching this movie. I'm forever losing socks, so it would definitely be something interesting to watch.
If you have a missing sock, just know it's probably in Sockland.
I can definitely believe that. Trust me, I can believe that. You've gone through a lot throughout the moments, but you always keep going. What advice would you give to other kids who are facing challenges just like you?
Just push through, never give up, and even through rough times, tough times, easy times, if you push through and never give up, it's gonna feel the same as easy times because you're pushing through. So.
Got you. Never give up, even when you have challenges, right? I think it makes you stronger when you keep going. So, you're part of Make-A-Wish and Fancy Flight Foundation. What was your favorite moment for these experiences?
I haven't done that in what? 7 years? So we're gonna start with Fantasy Flight. My favorite part was going on the plane, but unfortunately, we had to be separated. Me, my brother, and my dad were on one plane, and then my mom was on the other. It was originally supposed to be me and my mom and Kwasim and my dad. But no, it didn't turn out that way. It was 3 versus 1 kind of, if you put it in a video game way. So yeah, but we had to shut our windows because we were going through this magical portal. And my dad kept trying to peek out the window. So yeah.
Okay. So you've done a lot so far in your life. I know that you are working on a bunch of projects, and we will definitely get into that in a bit. But before we do, before seeing your doctors, you always pray and tell them your heart is strong. What does faith mean to you, and how does it help you through everything?
What God's faith means to me is basically having faith in what you do, going like through rough times, and faith can help you through any time, whether it's rough times, easy times. Same thing as like pushing through, but it's more like, how can I say this? It's more like speaking it, like you're knowing it.
Right. It's believing what you say when you speak it into existence, right?
Yes.
Right. I can believe that. You have to speak things into existence for them to become a reality. So, um, prayer is definitely a big thing, especially with me. I can understand faith. So many people see you as a miracle and inspiration. How does it feel knowing that your story gives others hope?
Well, it feels amazing knowing that I can inspire and motivate and curriculate, if that's even a word. So it feels good knowing that I can inspire, and the reason it feels that way because, you know, going through the heart condition and stuff was kind of hard. So I feel like it's great to motivate and, you know, inspire other people. Excuse me, I kind of have a cold too. Inspire other people, and yeah, adults, kids, infants.
I love it that you're so inspirational and you keep moving forward and you keep doing despite, whatever the challenges may be. It's beautiful to know that, life must go on despite the challenges. And you are so strong and so courageous and so bold and so brave to just keep moving forward and keep doing and finding new things to do. It seems like you're always doing something just to keep yourself moving and going. Um, the amount of things that you do, does this help you to kind of better navigate your challenges and find yourself a little bit more and, you know, find reasons to want to help, people who need your assistance?
Yeah.
So, as far as moving forward, before we decide to close out with you, I feel that you have a lot going on and you are in the process of doing your nonprofit and you have some other things that you're getting into. So, for the audience, before we time you out, um, what do you want to talk about when it comes to your nonprofit? What do you want to leave the audience so that they know how to find you, how to reach you, how to support you?
Well, you can contact my mom on Facebook at Latanya Davis, TikTok at Latanya Davis Floyd, Instagram, Trinity_Davis Floyd, and YouTube Trinity Davis Floyd.
Okay. And when it comes to your nonprofit, can you probably let the audience know a little bit about what you got going on with that so they know how they can serve and help you?
So it's a youth roundtable program. So it's where the youth come together. They talk about good and bad, the problems and the solutions about life and the world. And so, yeah, that's pretty much what we do. And it's a safe environment. Let me add that right now. So whatever you have to say, you don't have to be nervous to say anything. But there will be a counselor in the room, like an adult in the room, so that nothing will be too private in case it's like physical or like physical stuff like that.
Okay. uh, so you're definitely helping the youth with understanding themselves a bit, giving support, emotional, I'm assuming, as well as the challenges they may be dealing with everyday life. So
Yeah.
you are producing a nest egg for those in need in the youth.
Yes.
Great. I love that. So, anything else you want to say to your audience and let them know, maybe more about you or, anything else that can help you before we time off here?
Two things. Where you can find my book is on Amazon, but I don't encourage you to get it from there. My website is trinitybooks.me. Or if I'm at an event and you're close by, you can stop by and maybe get it from me.
Cool.
My books are 20 with a signed autograph if you're getting them from me directly. On Amazon they're 15, but like I said, I don't encourage you to get it from there. So because I have my own website, like I said, trinitysbooks.me. Mom, if you want to put that in the comments, you can. And yeah. And also, remember, push through.
Right. Push through. I love that. So, you've heard it here and you heard it first. You were talking with Trinity from Little Trin. We have a voice. So, don't forget and don't miss her podcast series, as well as checking out her books on her personal website. Don't go to Amazon. She's made that very clear. And if you need to reach her, we will make sure to leave information in the comments below after the show. Thank you guys for watching me yet again for another episode of Ask Indigo Brown on the Small Business Network Podcast TV. And until next time, I will see you again. Have a great and blessed day. Bye, guys.
Life isn't simple, and there's no handbook to guide us through it. But in the end, what truly matters is how we navigate the hard times, how we rise above. So let's shed the baggage, release the burdens, and break free from the labels that have kept us bound for far too long. It's time to let our souls breathe, to embrace freedom, and to live as we were meant to live.